Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Today, I want to invite you to question something we take for granted every single day. Look around this room, look at your hands, look at the person sitting next to you. Are we truly awake right now, or are we all simply trapped in a highly realistic collective daydream? In Buddhist philosophy, the state of existence is called the inverted reality. A world where everything we think is real is actually turned upside down. Think about what happens when you sleep during a night dream. You feel genuinely joy, deep anger, and paralyzing terror. If a monster is chasing you, your heart races. In that moment, you will fight anyone who tried to tell you it wasn't real. But what happens when the alarm goes off? The house, the monster, and even the dream body you inhabited vanish into thin air. You open your eyes, look around your bedroom, and say, oh, it was just a dream. But here is the ultimate truth. The daytime world we are navigating right now is just another layer of the exact same dream. The only difference between a truly awakened mind and an ordinary mind is this: an awakened mind knows it is dreaming and uses the dream to create beauty and freedom, while the rest of us take the dream so seriously that we suffer endlessly within our own confused illusions. First, we carry the heavy baggage of past memories. Imagine trying to hide through a thick, sinking swarm, but you're stubbornly carrying a 200 pounds sack of rocks on your back. Those rocks are your past mistakes, your old resentments, and your failed experiences. You refuse to drop the sack, so it keeps weighing you down, making every step in the present moment exhausting and accelerating your descent into the mud. Second, we are blinded by our unconditioned definitions of reality. We grew up putting labels on everything, deciding what is good and what is bad based purely on habit. Think about food. In some cultures, people absolutely love stinky tofu, fermented fish that has aged for a year, or even pungent blue cheese that smells like old socks. To an outsider, it smells repulsive, but once you're conditioned by your environment, the same exact same smile becomes a gourmet delicacy. This is exactly how our minds work. We build giant emotional worlds based on completely flawed, subjective definitions. We insist the world must behave according to our little rule book. And while the universe refuses to follow our rules, we feel stuck, helpless, and miserable. We fail in life because we are trying to navigate a real world using a broken imaginary map. In this waking daydream, you are not a helpless victim watching a movie. You are the director, the screenwriter, and the executive producer of your entire life. Everything you experience, the people you attract, the environment you live in, the relationships you struggle with, and even the laws of the society around you is an exact reflection of your inner state. Think of it as a cosmic mirror. Your body and your mind are the core signal, and the world around you is a mirror environment. If you broadcast genuine respect, the mirror has no choice but to reflect a respectful word back to you. But if you live your life constantly scheming, manipulating, and calculating against others, you will inevitably find yourself surrounded by betrayers and schemers. You will look at your partner, your colleagues, and your leaders and realize everyone is playing a game of chess against you. The energy you project into the dream is exactly the energy that will harm you down. If you bring peace, the world becomes your sanctuary. If you look at others with jealousy and hope they fail, the universe will ensure that you're stumped too. Your destiny isn't written in the stars by some distant deity. It is being sculpted second by second, breath by breath, by the expression on your face, the words you choose, and the actions you take right now. Yet, we all suffer from a toxic glitch in our psychological operating system. When we dislike someone or when someone mistreats us, our immediate instinct We wish for their downfall. We actively want them to suffer. And we justify it by saying, well, they were toxic first, so they don't deserve my kindness. This is a catastrophic mistake. We have it completely backwards. Please write this true upon your heart. How other people behave is their journey and their karma. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. No matter how wrong, toxic, or cruel someone else is, you always have two choices in how to process it. A wise person looks at another person's toxic behavior, let's call it what it is, a pile of emotional manure, and uses it as fertilizer. They stand on top of their fertilizer, absorb the lesson, and use it to grow their own beautiful flower of wisdom. They become more radiant, more patient, and more resilient. They look at the people who hurt them and think, thank you for letting me grow. You are the cleaner helping me scrape away my own rough edges. But the foolish person takes the exact same pile of manure, scoop it up with both hands, and stuff it deep into their own brain. They store it there, protect it, and ruminate on it for 10, 20, 30 years. They let it rot in their mind and ruin their life. By doing this, you are voluntarily turning your mind into a human septic tank. You become the toxic reservoirs and dirty water of every miserable person you've ever met. And the tragic irony is, after choosing to become a septic tank, you look around and complain about how bad your life smells. You have to realize nobody make you toxic. You chose to collect the garbage. You chose to be the septic tank. The truly awakened minds in this world operate on a completely different frequency. They don't waste time policing other people's behavior. They genuinely wish for all beings to thrive, to find freedom, and to be happy. Because they broadcast their frequency of total liberation, their own minds become completely free of obstacles, free of fear, and full of effortless joy. So, starting today, let's close down the septic tank of resentment once and for all. Stop obsessing over who is right and who is wrong. Stop trying to fix everyone else's character flaws and focus entirely on cultivating your own magnificent reality. Align your action with truth. Wish well for others, even your enemies, because their success is the secret code to your own expansion. We have the power to design a life of boundless peace and joy, a pure land of our own making. Let us stop using our anxieties and old habits to manufacture our continuous living nightmare. Awaken from the inverted reality. Wipe away the dust from your version. Open your spiritual minds and take full ownership of your life. Your entire future is resting in the very next thought you choose to hold. That's all for today. Thank you so much. See you next time.